This isn't a recap, and it's not about showing everything here. This is the first part of a series about what actually matters once the noise fades. The machines, the materials, and the people quietly changing how things get made. The rest? Well, it comes next. Every year, before the doors open, the people building the future line up, just like everyone else. Engineers, founders, operators, people who spend most of their years solving problems no one else will ever see. They wait for coffee, they wait for badges, and for a moment, the future of manufacturing looks very ordinary. But once you're inside, this place stops being a trade show. It starts to feel like a snapshot, not of what manufacturing is, but of what it is trying to become next. Across these halls, thousands of ideas compete for attention. Faster machines, stronger materials, bigger builds, smaller tolerances, smarter software, louder booths. Everybody is promising a breakthrough. However, not all of them matter. And that's not cynicism, that's experience. Our job isn't to show everything. Our job is to slow the room down. What actually changes the workflow? Because anyone can show you a print. What matters is what happens after the print. Does it ship? Does it repeat? Does it survive production? Does it replace a process that already works? For most of the world, 3D printing still looks like magic. For people here, it's a tool. And tools, they're judged differently. They're judged by reliability, by integration, by whether they make the next decision easier or harder. That's why the real stories here aren't always on the main stage. What's changing now isn't just print speed or build volume. It's who gets to participate, who can afford to experiment, who can iterate faster, who can move from prototype to production without changing tools or teams. The distance between an idea and a finished part is shrinking, not because of one machine, but because of dozens of small connected improvements happening all at once. By the end of the day, the halls are louder, the conversations blur together, and it becomes harder to remember what you've already seen. But a few things stay with you, not because they were flashy, not because they were the biggest booth or the boldest claim, but because they quietly rearranged your mental model of what comes next. They make you rethink a workflow, or question an assumption you didn't realize you were carrying, or imagine a version of your work that's slightly more efficient, slightly more scalable, slightly more human. These are the moments we're here for. Not the spectacle, not the noise, but the signals. Because the future of manufacturing does not arrive all at once. It arrives piece by piece, or in this case, layer by layer. In overlooked details, in practical decisions, in tools that simply work better than the last one. And sometimes it shows up in places you don't expect. That is what we came here to find. This is Formnext 2025.